Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Over 100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell prophesied his return, but Sheriff Aesop Stormwood swore his descendants would stop him. He created Stormwood and Associates with the sole purpose of defeating Hollowell in the future. It failed. Now the young Raz Stormwood and her friends have been framed for a crime they didn't commit, and they've escaped to the Morris Halata Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive operating on the edge of society. If you have a problem, they can solve it. But don't get in their way, or else you might get caught in the eye of the storm. Stormwood and Associates stars Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Nick Izumi as Bill Carpathia, Kyle Johnson as Tristan Babbitt, and Trey Dorn as NK and Kel O'Reilly. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team has gone to the abandoned town of Halcyon Williams to destroy the Stone of Rebirth once and for all in their quest to defeat Hollowell. To destroy the Stone of Rebirth, they needed to go somewhere where there's a ley line convergence, so destroying it wouldn't blow up like half the world, or country, whatever, big boom. But they also needed a magical focus, which was the Tristones of Nacurr, which they've spent like a really long time getting all of them, and they have a device that puts them together. Well, when they got to the quote-unquote abandoned town, they found effectively the remnants of an invading army from another universe that were kind of left behind there. Now we're kind of trapped in the town. And specifically they found Gobbo, the goblin general of that army. And he invited them in for the night. And then while they were sleeping, stole the Tristones of Nacurr. So now the team has attempted to track him down, and they found he was heading actually towards the ley line convergence, which was at a big, large mansion on the outside of town. Well, that abandoned mansion, the team has entered, and they're gonna try to get their stuff back. But also, they are not alone, apparently. Babbitt and Bill, and NK all hear the faint sound of voices. NK kind of puts her hand up, and then... Okay, that's not a bad roll. She kind of, like, disappears into the shadows.
At that,
she's hiding.
Raz gets her gun out.
Yeah, Babbitt's also going to try to hide.
Give me your hide roll.
All right. 6.
All right, let me write that down so I don't forget it. NK got an 8 on her hide roll. All right. Where are you guys going to go? Are you going to head towards the back of the house then?
Yep.
All right. All right. That is not great for Babbitt. All right. As you guys, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's Raz is out in the open. And Bill. As you guys continue down, like, which hallway are you guys taking? So you can go to the left or to the right. 'cause
Left.
You have to. Okay. So because you're you go to the left, and the hallway splits again. One way going back towards the front of the house, and another room, and then the other way going back deeper into the house. I'm assuming you're going deeper into the house.
Yes.
All right. Actually, this is the correct way to go to avoid that.
Left is good.
Apparently. As you continue down, well, I guess there's nothing really to notice in this hallway because all this stuff happened on the other side of the house, in the meat grinder. You guys pass by like a library where, so as you walk by, you pass by an open door where there's like a library, and there's light shining into the room, and there's all of these books, but you also see like makeshift cushions arranged on the ground. Clearly people have been using this space for other purposes. And then as you continue a little bit further, Raz, roll me a d10.
5.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Whereas as you continue down the hallway slightly, you feel a tap on your shoulder from behind you.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah?
Was that you?
Big negative, boss.
Bill, roll me a d10.
5.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It's also, this hallway is very dark, and the lights are very, like, there are literal, like, makeshift torches attached to the walls that someone has fashioned and, like, attached to, like, wall sconces.
Can I take one of those?
No, like, it's literally, like, bound into
Dang
the
it.
sconce.
Dang it.
But you haven't turned around yet. But so I'm just describing how dark it is for Bill. And Babbitt, roll me a d10.
3.
Yeah, you definitely don't see anything. So yeah, Raz, you feel like someone's got their hand on your shoulder. Like on your left shoulder.
Can I just, like, put my hand on my left shoulder?
Absolutely. There is a hand on your left shoulder. You put your hand down on
caress it.
top. What? Okay. Sure. You just hear a voice out of the darkness go, "Excuse me. What are you doing?"
Did we all hear that?
Yes, everybody heard that.
Ah!
Bill, as you blink, you suddenly realize that there's been this darkened form that was kind of standing against the wall and has just, like, reached out and put his hand down on Raz's shoulder as she walked within arm's reach.
What the flippity flapjacks?
Do you need something?
Yeah, I need you to, stop holding me so gently, like.
The figure steps forward and into the firelight, and it is a golden-haired elf in kind of simple clothing. It's that kind of elf where you can't really tell what their gender is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more delicate features than the elves you've met in regular life. Like,
Is it almost like Tilda Swinton as an elf?
yeah, but like with
Yeah.
features that find the ears seem slightly longer, the hair seems slightly gold, like almost metallic in its gold.
Okay.
Just like more ethereal than any elf you've ever met, and you've met a ton of elves. I mean, you grew up with an elf.
Yep.
You have entered our home, and I ask that you explain yourself.
Okay, pretty easy story. Goblin stole some magical items from us. We need them back.
I was going to tell him we were here for the potluck, but okay.
We are aware of Gobbo. Lord Volantioso Bango Gobbo has arrived on the premises, yes.
Oh my god.
Hey, are you a wizard?
I am but a simple servant.
Yeah, but are you a wizard? She asks, squinting her eyes at them.
No. Why? I'm a wizard at setting tables? Very fast.
Ooh.
I've been told I have a magic touch when it comes to buffing armor.
Okay.
But as for the dark arts, I have not spent the time.
Too busy with your tables and your armor. I get it. That's cool.
I am a caretaker by nature.
So,
I am not
Yeah.
like the show-offy Lord Mackless Moray.
that sounds weirdly familiar, and I don't
Dark
know
Lord
why.
rest his soul.
Why does that sound so familiar? No, we were just, Gobbo told us to meet him. So we're just gonna go see him.
He did he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And when did he make this arrangement with you?
Last night.
Last night.
Mm-hmm.
So you are participating.
Yep.
You are a party to the interruption.
Yep.
What now?
You are with them.
With Gobbo?
So,
What?
as
Lying
you
through my
kind of
teeth here.
imply, it's suddenly around you, 7 other elves just kind of materialize out of the darkness. All golden-haired, annoyingly androgynous. Again, just slightly more elf than you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
The hooligans who dismantled our barricade,
Oh.
who forced their way into our home. You are with them. All of the elves appear to be holding knives.
Seriously?
No, we met with, we're coming to get our shit back from Gobbo. He stole it from us, and then I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Roll me a d10.
Or 1.
He is thoroughly unconvinced.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not lying, but I just want my stuff back and to punch him in the face.
I'm not surprised, considering the company you keep, and he points directly at Babbitt, who is, like, trying to be stealth.
Oh. Hey.
You humans, and you're so easily led by these goblins, are you?
She's in charge.
Those who
I am in-
feast upon your bones.
That feels like Babbitt. You wouldn't eat our bones.
No.
Yeah.
No. I would not
You-
eat your bones.
I mean, conditionally, I might eat people's bones if I was like, if you were already dead and there wasn't any food. Like,
Yeah.
there are specific situations in which I do it.
All right, outside of a scenario where like we're stranded at sea and the rest of us are dead and you need to eat, I would understand you eating our bones.
I mean,
under
or
that
if we're
scenario.
like stranded in like a mountain town with no food, cut off from society, and the winter comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got to get out of here before winter.
I'm just saying. Out of the four of us, Bill, you're going first.
Well, thankfully, we're
Okay.
not going to get trapped here through winter.
Despite
But
what,
first, when NK speaks, I realized
saying.
Because I'm
NK
nothing but lean meat.
I realized that as NK spoke that she had been hidden and had successfully made her rolls. That like now all the elves all turned and all pointing knives at her, pointing their knives at her as they were all taken by surprise.
okay, despite everything she's been saying, I would not eat anybody's bones. I'm a pretty picky eater, actually.
All right, so
Yeah.
so as you're saying this, are you just saying it, or are you going to try to? Are you going to spend a sweet move point and try to bullshit them into being convinced, Babbitt? There's my question for you. Do you want to roll, or do you want to spend a sweet move point to get through this?
Let's spend the sweet move point. Why not?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm gonna bypass the vote on that because it's worth it. They all like start lowering their knives. Your little goblin friend. Not this one. Not this one who doesn't smell bad, but Lord
Thank you.
Volunteers Gobbo entered our house
Mm-hmm.
with a number of orcs. Declaring that he had found a way home.
Right. He stole some, magic items of
Yep.
ours.
We do not wish for that gateway to open again.
Nor do we.
Yeah, we'd like to keep that shut if possible.
Since coming here, we have been able to live under our own service and not in that of someone else's.
Then I think you should join us in trying to stop them.
Yeah, like I feel like we're on the same at the end of the day, we want to stop Gobbo, you want to stop Gobbo. I feel like this is an opportunity for teamwork, if anything.
Everybody roll me a d10.
A 3.
6.
1.
Bill, you're the only one
Yes.
who notices this. Bill, you've seen knives as like it's been like the flash of metal in the firelight. You look more closely at the quote-unquote knives that these people are all holding. They're butter knives.
Hey, boss.
What?
Don't. Those are butter knives.
Oh.
Take a closer look.
We are very good at not being seen. and also doing laundry.
I'd say probably quite threatening to the average stick of butter, I'm guessing, too.
All right. If you can lead us to Gobbo.
I know that y'all look for allies everywhere you can. Like, it's a constant thing, but you effectively just, like, ran across a bunch of maids and butlers and cooks. These guys are all fodder, 100%. All 8 of these guys are fodder, except they have, like, a hide ability.
If you could just show him show us where he is.
Show us where he is.
Yeah,
Take care
we'll
of
take
him.
care of him for you.
He is in the ballroom.
Cool.
And he just kind of points, like, just further down the hall that you've been walking down.
Thanks.
There's a... past the hallway, past the cross hallway, first door on your left.
Thanks so much. We'll try not to make too much of a mess.
We don't care. We don't use that room.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
There's a lot
Nope.
of blood in everything in there. Just a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like, you can't get that out of the wood.
Oh.
not great.
Like, one person literally exploded into small meat chunks, I think. It's in the chandelier, and in the
Ugh.
walls, like, they just popped like a blood balloon. It was not good.
What the hell went on here?
Yeah, what the heck happened?
This is where we entered this realm, and a group of individuals did the opposite of it. Closed it. We were in service. I mean, really, how much do you actually want to know right now? I can give you like a whole thing, but like.
Oh, I mean, we love learning all the
Okay.
things. I'm sorry.
Look,
but-
if there's a magical thing happening, we should probably go.
Yeah, we should probably stop the magic from happening first. Then we can get the
Okay.
deeds.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell us the story after we're done.
Okay. So.
Man, I'm interested.
No, I'm not
Yeah, like,
interested.
Like,
I just want to.
I feel like someone
fix
could make
this.
a really interesting podcast about whatever the hell happened here.
Yeah,
Like a 9-part series.
it'd be really informative and very fun,
You know,
depending on what your definition of fun is.
I mean, I imagine that you could probably make something informative or a, Suicide Squad-esque adventure thing where you can't get too attached to any characters from the sounds of it.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah. No.
that would
Alright.
be very cool.
I'm hearing like
What are any of you even talking about? Let's go get our shit back.
Let's get the stuff.
Okay.
Guns out, let's go.
So, you guys continue down the hallway. As you approach the ballroom, the door to the ballroom is closed.
Is there? It's an interior door, so there's no like lock hole I could peep through.
No, there's not. It's an interior door.
Do I hear anything through the door?
Roll me a d10.
Let's reroll. 1. Dice jail.
No, you don't hear anything.
No.
Not on a 1.
Nope. Dice jail for you.
Babbitt,
Alright.
are you rehiding?
Yes, I'm gonna rehide.
Roll me your d10.
7.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
All right. Yeah, I went to make NK hide, but she rolled a 1, so she may as well not have hidden. All right. Yeah, let's do this in case got guns out. Babbitt, you're holding the football, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. All right. So, Raz, you opening the door?
I am. I am kicking the doors open.
All right. Raz, you kick the door. Roll me a d10 just first off for flair.
Dang it. There we go. 9.
All right, you kick the door and you just you do the thing where you lift your foot up and you just haul, and the door flies off the hinges and spins into the room. And what you see are 8 orcs and Gobbo standing by the stage. There's a slightly elevated stage area in the room. There's the remains of parts of a piano. This room is gross. There isn't aren't active corpses anywhere, but there are just blood splatter and pieces of shrapnel from something embedded in the walls. And yeah, it's not good, and there is light streaming in from some windows at the back of the room. So the only light in this room is the sunlight from coming through the windows, which is a beautiful view of the mountain out that window. Yeah, the 8 orcs and Gobbo are kind of gathered around a spot on the floor where Gobbo is trying to align the Tristones of Nacurr, and the 8 orcs all just kind of who are dressed in a hodgepodge of t-shirts and hats and just other tourist wear that they've clearly just taken from around the town, and they all just turn and look at you.
I want to yell out, "Hey Gobbo, you thieving piece of fuck, give us our shit back."
Roll me a d10.
A 1.
The 8 orcs just start laughing.
Is the chandelier still up on the ceiling?
Parts of it are.
Is there anything above where they are? Or just that be more chandelier?
Just more chandelier. And it's again, it's bolted to the ceiling. I say again, I never said in this game. Yeah, it's bolted to the ceiling.
Can I take 5 minutes to do a gun trick?
No.
Dang it.
You could do a sweet move.
A tall orc woman just looks at you and goes, "Gobbo takes stuff all the time. What are you worried about?"
It's mine.
Another one of the orcs goes, "I mean, define ownership. Who really owns anything?"
Oh, shut up. Can I shoot one of them in the face?
I mean, you can if you want.
I
mean, if you want to shoot someone right now, you can. You're holding a gun.
I'm debating if I want to shoot one of the random orcs in the face or if I want to shoot Gobbo.
All right, while you're contemplating this, Gobbo looks up.
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, great friend. Okay, so look, I know that I borrowed the thing and they shouldn't have, but I put some nice candle holders in there, and that should be good, right?"
No, it's not good. We need those. Not candle holders.
So this
You
is,
can have the candle holders back.
look, I admit, I
And
went through
use
your
them.
stuff while you were sleeping. Okay?
Yeah.
You're not making it better, Gobbo.
It's friendly, normal, human thing,
No,
the
no, it is
Medician
not
thing.
friendly. It is
Really
not
great.
normal. It is a breach of trust.
Trust.
That
You're
is not
being
what
fr-
friends
Why are
do,
you
Gobbo.
hiding from me that
You
you're
don't
carrying
know what
a
friends
magical
do, Gobbo.
item?
You don't have friends.
You lied to me. You didn't say I've got big magical power stuff. I left one of them. I could have taken both. I left you the big shiny red one. Hoarding that much magical stuff, that's a big deal. That's betrayal. And all I'm trying to do is open a gateway.
A gateway to things that shouldn't be in this world, Gobbo.
But
Like,
I have a wife. I have a whole bunch of elves who work for me. I got like a whole bunch of orcs. And these guys, they're all going to come work for me. What? Wait. We're going to work for you? Yeah, what do you think I was going to say?
Hands.
I thought you were going to like...
Patsies. You thought he was gonna be your friend?
No!
He's just gonna let you go once
We
you go through
we-
and be free?
We're all supposed to get promotions and like put up to like I know that like being generals is the highest we could get to, but then we'd have like weeks off and like vacation days and like vacation
he
makes
could-
you weak and soft.
He can
I'm
give you
not-
empty promises, so you do what he says, and then once you get over there, he just takes you as his own and works
I'm
you to
not-
death.
I'm not. Maybe I should just go talk to Gragnath. Sarah, don't go talking to Greg. Like, look, you two together are toxic and it's unhealthy. Like, we shouldn't do this, but we should definitely. All the orcs just kind of like go, like, you promised us fuck man, we're done. And like the orcs all just kind of walk off. And Gobbo is still
Gragnath.
just sitting there on the floor.
Can I yell after Sarah that Gragnath still loves her?
If you want.
Yeah. Gragnath still loves you, Sarah.
I don't know who you are! Why do you know me?
I think you both should take some time to get to know yourselves before you get back into a relationship.
I don't care. Follow your bliss or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, the orcs all just walk up. And Gobbo is just kind of sitting there on the ground. So he's got a few things around him. He looks like he's been trying to draw out a rune with chalk on the kind of blood-stained wooden dance floor in this ballroom. And he's placed the 3 Tristones of Nacurr at like various spots around it. There's also there's some. Everybody roll me a d10.
8.
4.
4.
Okay. Babbitt, you're the only one who sees this, but there is kind of this piece of golden metal, like this curved piece of golden metal. It's kind of big. It's I don't know, maybe it's part of a helmet. It's just sitting on the ground next to the next to the kind of the runes that Gobbo is still actively drawing out on the ground with chalk. So look,
Okay.
guys, it's going to be fine. So I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna leave. You can do whatever you want with like the stones afterwards. They should not explode. I mean, this is more than what this is not what they're meant to do, but you could repurpose stuff.
Give us the frickin' rocks back, you little asshole.
Excuse me?
Gobbo, you are pissing us all off. You violated our trust.
I let
and
you
then
in
you
my
stole our
home.
rocks.
You brought in huge magical items into my place where I stay and
Then
did
you
not tell me.
stole.
Yeah, I stole because you snuck them into my home.
This is not you just get to go through everybody's things just because
You
they
just
come in
get to
your house?
bring in world-ending objects into a place where someone sleeps and not tell them? Like, oh, hey, if I walk into your house with a nuclear bomb, you're going to be like, oh, cool, no big deal. Glad you didn't tell me about it.
You know what? If you never used the nuclear bomb in my house and I never knew, no, I wouldn't care because it wouldn't affect me one way or the other.
I don't know. That'd be pretty fucked up to bring in a nuke into someone's house without telling them.
If I never knew and it never hurt me, why does it matter?
Because there was a nuclear bomb in your house?
Look,
I'm not
Gobbo,
saying I agree with Gobbo. I'm just saying that like he actually kind of has a point.
No, it's not a good point. I'm not agreeing to that. No.
The little pale red one, she's right, is a big violation, and I don't know why you're so rude to your friend. Why are you rude to all of your friends? You don't have friends, you're just mean to people. He's still just drawing away.
What are you even... Can I tell if he's even doing a very good rune?
You don't know what he's drawing. You have never seen anything... Well, okay, so actually roll me a d10.
Damn it, 2.
Yeah, you have no idea what he's drawing. I'm just trying to, like, take care. Like, there are people at home who rely on me, and you just selfishly don't want me to go home, and you bring in dangerous objects into my house, and
Gobbo,
like, what?
How long have you been away from home?
A couple of years.
Do you know how many couple of years? Like, is it just 2? Is it really just 2?
I don't know. How many seasons a year do you have on this weird planet?
Generally 4, but global warming has been kind of screwing that up.
And what order do the seasons happen in?
Winter is the cold one. Then spring is the warming up after the cold one. Then summer is the really hot one. Then fall is it starts to get cool before it gets real cold and becomes winter again one.
So like 2.5 years.
Okay. I was just gonna tell him his family probably forgot about him, but that's probably not true.
Please, the mourning period for goblin widows is 4 years. Because so many of us go off and then we get trapped in other places and we can't make it back. So there's a rule. You can't legally get remarried for 4 years after spouse disappears. So even if my wife has a new boyfriend, I kick him out of my house. It's still my house. There's a ticking clock on this shit though, so like I gotta get going.
Right.
And obviously I'm translating for your little whatever. It's actually just like a cycle where I'm from is your 4 years, approximately.
What are you even trying to make?
Pedant. I am making a door. I am resorting to a tear instead of a thread. Do you not know how these things work?
I can't
I'm going to punch a hole. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't do that.
Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network. And that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.